Hi, I'm Paul Opoya, your design pro. Welcome to this episode of ArchiCAD. In this episode, we are going to learn how we name our spaces. When we are naming the spaces, we include the space number, then the space name, the square area, and also the floor finish. But before we start, please don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more educative tutorials and also to turn on your notification for daily updates. So we use the text tool to enable us name our spaces. The text tool is found under documents. Let us first look at it. So you come and drop under document. You just click once, single tap. Then the text tool, it has a symbol of letter A, caps lock. So once you click on it, you can type Ctrl T on your keyboard, so that it brings the setting dialog box. So this is where we find the text style, the color, then this is the font of our text. If you want to make it bold, you click on this, italic. You want to underline, you want to make it opaque, or you create a frame around it. Then this is the degree. If you want maybe to rotate it at an angle, you can simply change from here. So let me first cancel this. In the same way, you can find each settings above here at this panel. The text style is right here. You can simply drop down, then you look through for the text style you may want to use. Then this is the font size, the degree angle I've talked about, it is right here. Then if you want to make it bold, you click on this, italic, you click on this. You want to underline, you click on that. Then here, this is the alignment. For people who are familiar with Microsoft Word, this can be easy for you to understand. This is an alignment of the center, then alignment to the left. The first one is alignment to the right, then the last is alignment justify. Then here you find the color, that is the text pen color. Then this is maybe if you want to remove the background or the contour, you just tap on this, then you give it a color. Also for the frame, in case you want to use a frame. If you don't want, you just tap on it and hides. Then here, this is the background. If you want to give it a color, you come and tap here, you choose the color. Then if you don't want any color, you use this screen, that is the negative screen. So simply, those are the settings of our text tool. Let us start by naming these spaces. This is our living room. So I will simply click in that space, then I move my cursor on the right so that it activates the text mode. We are going to have the space number. For instance, this is going to be our 01 space. Then enter. The space name, this is our living room. Then when I enter, we are going to have the floor finish. We are finishing with tiles. Then let me say we want to add the square area of our space. This is our living room. Remember, we already have our fill in the background. How do I determine the square area of our space? So I'll simply come, click on the fill in that space. Then I come up here. I'll come and see where there is show area text. So I'll simply click on this. It will show me the area of this space. For this living room, our square area is 20 meters. But since we are working in millimeters, that is why it is showing us this. But I've just used that to determine the square area. But I can still use the text tool to type in the area. So after knowing that this space is 20 square meters, I can come and untick this. So I'll untick that. for the area to disappear. Then I'll come double tap inside here. Then I come back here, click on enter. Our square area is 20 meters squared. Then for these two, I'll highlight it. Then I come and superscript it. When I superscript it, it will look like that. It will have the square meter symbol. Then I'll have that, my space, including the space number, the space name, the floor finish, and the square meters. So I can move this to my space, which is here. Then I can adjust. I come click on this node. Then I make sure the stretch is highlighted in blue. Then I'll have to reduce on this, maybe up to somewhere there. If I don't want the background to be white, that is opaque, when I want it transparent, I can simply click on the text. Then I come here where there is background. I untick it so the background will disappear. Then further settings, let me say for instance, I double click inside. I want to change this font, the first one, to be 1.5. I can change it. Then for the color, we are using black. Then for the font text style, I'll come here, drop down, so you can choose any font that you want. Yeah, but for this case, let us use Times New Roman. That is the font I always use. So I'll leave it to be Times New Roman. So when I come and tap here, you realize our first text has changed. So if you want also this for the living room to change, we do the same. I double tap inside. I come and highlight the living room. We are giving it black. Then I'm going to make it bold, since we want the space name to be visible enough. So I'll click on bold. Then for the font, we can leave it at 2. Then for the remaining, we are going to leave them at 2, but we are making them black. You realize we are having the text in our space, so we are going to do the same for the remaining spaces. I can simply come, click on this text, then I'll drag a copy. How do I drag a copy? I right click, come to move, then come to drag a copy. I click on that and I come and pick it from here to this space. Or if I don't want to go the long way, let me Ctrl Z. I simply come, after highlighting the text, I'll type Ctrl-Shift-D on my keyboard, then I'll drag a copy to this other space. So I'll put it right there. Then I double tap in the space, so I'll click inside. This will be space 02. Then I change this to kitchen. Then for the square meters, we are going to do the same. How do we determine? I come, click on the fill in the background. This is our fill, but it's coming all the way from this side. So we may have to separate it so that it gives us only the square meters of here. Or I can have another fill of just these square meters. What do? I come to my fill tool. I click on it. I come and mark off this space of the kitchen. I have something like that. Then when I click on that, Ctrl D, I move it this side. I come and show the text. So our kitchen is 10.5 square meters. So I'll do the same. I double tap in the text. I come here. I type 10.5 square meters. I click on the sides. So we have our kitchen and also the square meters. We do the same for the pantry. I come, click on this text, Ctrl-Shift-D, that is for dragging a copy. So I'll come, put right here at our pantry. Then to edit the text, I double click the text box like this. So this will be room number 03. We name it as pantry. Then we are finishing with tiles. For the square meters, let us find out. We are going to use this same field. I Control D, that is for moving. I come, I have my fill here. I go on adjusting. I come, click on this line. Then I'm going to offset the edge. I come where there is offset edge. I move it up to there. Then also this part, I'll add the node here. I come, click on the line. I insert a new node. The first option. I click on it. Then I am inserting a new node right here. I click. Then I have to offset the edge also. So I'll come to this line. Then I click on offset edge. So I have to move it up to there. So the square meters of the pantry, we have 8.7. I Control D to move the fill, that is dragging. I drag my fill somewhere there. Then I come back to the text. I double tap inside. I change this to 8.7. 8.7 square meters, that is for the pantry. I'm going to do the same. We have the dining area as well. Ctrl Shift D, that is for dragging a copy. I drag this copy up to here, the dining area. Then I double click inside the text. I name this as dining. We are finishing with tiles. Then for the square meters, I'm going to do the same. I move this fill, Ctrl D, that is for dragging. Can place it there. I extend this edge up to there. And I extend this one up to there. Then up to there. For the dining, we have 10.4 square meters. So I can drag my fill aside. I come, click on the text. I double tap inside. I change this to 10.4 square meters. That is for our dining. We forgot to change the space number. So I'll come, click on the text. I double click inside. I change this to 4. This is our fourth space. Then for the fifth space, I click on the text, Ctrl Shift D. I drag a copy. I come, place it right here. This is our study room. I double click on the text. It is going to be our space 05. I change the space name to study room. Then we are finishing with tiles. For the square meters, we are going to do the same. I come, drag this fill, bring it right there. Then I offset the edge. We have 8.7. I drag back my fill. 8.7, that is the square meters for the study room. So I'll come back, click on the text. I put 8.7. Then we move to our sixth space. I click on the text, Ctrl Shift D. I move my text to this bedroom. This is our guest bedroom. Let me get its square meters. I click on the fill, Ctrl D, that is for dragging. I come, put it right there. Then I adjust or offset the edge. So offset this up to here. It's 12.2 square meters. So I Ctrl D. I move my fill this side. I come back to the text. I double click inside the text. This is our space 06. Then for the space room, this is our guest room. The floor finish is tiles. Then for the square meters, we have 12.2. Then our remaining spaces, we have the guest washroom. I Ctrl D, that is for dragging. I drag my fill right here. So I'll go on adjusting. I come click on this line, I offset edge. I do the same this side. We have 3.4 square meters. That is for the guest bedroom. So you're going to do the same. I come copy this text. Ctrl Shift D. That is for dragging a copy. Then I double click in the text. I change the space number to 7. Then for the space room, this will be our WC stroke SH. Then we are finishing with tiles. For the square meters, we have 3.4 square meters. Then we have the common WC. I come click on the fill, Ctrl D. I drag it right here. I offset the edge. I do the same here. We have 2.8 square meters. So I can move this text. Ctrl Shift D. That is for dragging a copy. I drag it here. This is our space 08. So I'll double click on the text 08. Then this is our WC. We are finishing with tiles. The square meters, we have 2.8. Okay. Can adjust. Then the same way, we have the veranda. I come, move my fill, Ctrl D. That is for dragging. I come here. I offset the edge. I also offset the edge this side. For the veranda, we have 6.2 square meters. So I'll Ctrl D to move my fill there. I come and click on this text, Ctrl Shift D. That is for dragging a copy. I drag it here. I double click inside the text. For the veranda, I can get here with a space number. I delete that. Then I name this as veranda. For the square meters, we have 6.2. So I'll change this. I come and superscript it. I come move it up. Then we also have the behind shade. I come Ctrl Shift D. I move this text. I bring it right there. Can adjust, move it a bit up. For the square meters, I'll come move my fill, Ctrl D. That is for dragging. I adjust the edge. Ctrl D. The square meters, we have 7.1. So I'll come edit the text. I double click in the text. I'm going to change this to 7.1. I come click on this text. I delete it. So we have named all our spaces, as you can see. Thank you for watching this episode, and I hope you learned something. Watch out for the next episode, and don't forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel for more tutorials, and at the same time to turn on your notification for daily updates. Thank you. Stay blessed.